Hello. So I've been very busy this week and I don't have a lot of time to to spend with you here, and I don't have a lot to say. So at first I was like, well, maybe I can skip this week's video, but then I want to give you, or give us, I want to give us the weekly Pearl of Wisdom and also the Intuitive Whispers Oracle, the Journey. So we should work on that. And I have two things I want to discuss. So first, the Pearl of Wisdom, number 6. We are at the most beautiful ornament that you possess are the ones of love and compassion. If you think of conditions that makes you happy and you realize well-being, a state of well-being, you will see that they are intimately linked to human qualities you make grow in you, and the way that it doesn't make sense at all. I'm sorry, I tried to translate it, but it doesn't make sense at all. Que vous possédez sont ceux de l'amour et de la compassion. So the most beautiful ornament that you have are those of love and compassion. If you think about what makes you happy and put you in a state of well-being, you will understand that they are intimately linked to human qualities that you grow in you, and the way your spirit works, or your mind, the way your mind works. Well, I'm sure one could meditate on that. I'm not very good at this. Why do I continue? I don't know. But I have English text to read here more. So we're going to do that. But before, I have two things I want to talk about. So I've read Yesteryear. That's the hot book of the year, the hot book of the summer. Plenty of people are reading this or I have read it. And so I did. If you don't know the story, it's about a trad wife who seemed to travel in time to the 19th century, where she's forced to be a trad wife, like a wife of that time period. So at first, because it's very popular, and I have to stop reading books because they are popular. I have to stop doing that because I'm always disappointed. Because of the subject matter, because it is about trad wife, influencers, feminism through time, feminism that you fight for or that you don't want, that you reject. Also there are themes of faith and homosexuality. So there are themes of that in the book. I'm gonna say things about this book. If you haven't read it, don't watch this. I'm not gonna spoil anything major, but I want to be able to speak freely about this book because I liked it, but this to me, when I heard of the synopsis, I immediately thought of Kindred, the book by Octavia E. Butler, which is a good book. It's the story of a modern black woman who traveled through time to pre-Civil War time. So, people of color are enslaved. So, I'm sorry, I tried to... the word only came in my mind in French, and I was like, oh my God, what's the word? Anyway, So this is a very, very good story. And when I've heard of this yesteryear, I thought, okay, yet another white woman stealing an idea from a woman of color and making it their own and making big bucks on it. But it's not exactly that. This to me is less Kindred and it's more Frida McFadden. Like this is pure entertainment. I've read it very fast, like in 2 days, very quickly. But when I finished it, I was like, okay, it's like a bag of chips, a bag of chips. Like you eat it, you eat it, you eat it. Oh, you're curious to see where it's going. So you eat it, and then you finish it and you're like, okay, that's empty calories and I should have done better with my time, and my money. So this is more like pure entertainment. This is more Frida McFadden, The Housemaid. I've read one. I listened to one recently. It's The Divorced. And it was a lot of fun, by the way. The Divorce by Frida McFadden. I was listening to it and I couldn't stop. Like, bag of chips, same thing. And there's a lot of twist and it's very juicy. I really enjoyed it. But I enjoyed it as entertainment. This Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. This is entertainment. There's nothing to think about. There's no social criticism. There's no reflection on any topics, really. Because this character, the main character, the reason why she get to be a trad wife in the first place is so convoluted, it's so unique to this one character that you cannot read this book, finish this book and be like, oh, okay, I don't agree with them, but at least I understand why some woman would want to be a trad wife. You don't get this here. This is pure entertainment. No reflection at all. And also the twist, I won't reveal what it is, but it's so convoluted. It's so, you have to pull on this suspension of disbelief so hard, like it's no longer suspended. It's just like at the end of the rope. So you pulled on it so much. So, there's that. And I have a few problems. I have a few problems with the fact that the main character she's unlikable. And I have no problem with the fact that she's unlikable. You can achieve a lot by having a narrator that is unlikable. Like Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. American Psycho is a satire of the Wall Street businessman world, and on top of it, he's a serial killer. Here, I was expecting to have, some layers, and no, you have none of that. It's really just a thriller, and it's a cheap thrill, to be honest. And so it is possible to have an unlikable character, but here, the fact that she's unlikable is not my problem. The problem I have is that because she's so religious and she's very religious, and having this as a main character in this book from an author I don't know anything about, at first I was like, okay, because I was expecting a satire, I was like, okay, it's going to be, she's going to be a Christian and it's going to be over the top. But no, she's presented as a Christian. She's presented as a bad person. But her Christianity by the end of the book, I have no clue what's the author's stand on fate. I have no clue because she doesn't give any opinion whatsoever. And she doesn't defend any side. So, I have no clue what the author think. And also another thing that really is messed up, in my opinion, light spoiler, but at one point she is accused of sexual harassment, sexual abuse on her employee, her producer. And we don't know because the way the book is written, it's written from her point of view, and she don't remember doing it, but the producer accused her of lesbianism. Oh my God, the the insanity, and that's something that I kind of hate. Like, presenting. First of all, we don't know if the narrator, by the end of the book, we don't know if she's a lesbian or not. But it feels like she might be a repressed lesbian, and because of her fate, she herself, repress her feelings. That is one way to read this character. It may be completely imaginary. She might be very straight or asexual for all that matter. But anyway, so there is a speculation that she might be lesbian, and because she's repressed, that's the reason why she's a bad person. And yes, oppressing people may drive them to do mean shit. Yet, I'm not sure I want to have this conversation of gay people are insane. Yes, because of the society, but they are insane, Yes, they are oppressed, so they are insane, so we must fear them. There is something that is said in this book that I really, really not enjoy, on top of the fact that she doesn't say anything about anything else. No comments on Instagram, on Catholicism, no reflection on anything. The only one thing that you can get from this book is a reflection on how lesbians are crazy because so I'm kind of pissed. And it's not smart, it's not engaging in the conversation, it doesn't add to the conversation, it's just a dumb thriller. Okay, so I've made my point, and I'm kind of disappointed. And the twist makes no sense if you think about it 2 seconds. But since I want to talk about something positive that I really enjoy, I have talked about this a little bit, but I really do love the Fifth Spirit Tarot. It's my deck crush at the moment. Since I got it, no, not true. I got it, then I put it on the side because I was busy with the Queer Tarot. But my God, I love this deck. I've been playing with this for almost a month, I think. Oh, I love everything. I love the cardstock. I love shuffling it. I love the images. I love the pips so much. The pips was my first love for this deck. See, look. 10 of Wands. Sometimes because it's minimal. It's not minimalist in the art style, but it's minimal. Because it's minimal, it sometimes reminds me a little bit of the Raven's Prophecy Tarot, but it's not, it's not the same vibe at all. But I just love those pips so much. I love those pips. And then, since I really read with this deck. Like I constantly shuffle it. I constantly look at the cards. I constantly read with the cards. I get to know the, well, I'm gonna show you a few majors. Majors. Do I have an, oh, look at this Nine of Pentacles. Don't you want to be sitting at this table? That's great. But yes, so the Court card, I get to see them, observe them, and kind of get to know them more and more, and I really, really enjoy that. I really enjoy seeing those people. By the way, it's all they them. So if you have a broomstick stuck up your ass, this is not a deck for you. It's very open-minded. So if you're not, please continue. go your way. Go your way. But this is a very they them deck, and that's another layer that makes me love this deck so much. And the more I look at those characters, the more I enjoy those characters. I kind of feel that I know them in a way that I would never feel with the Rider-Waite-Smith, for example, with those, those medieval figure, and also the Thought that I love, which is my favorite deck. But the Court cards are so liminal, they're so inhuman that I don't have this feeling, the feeling that I have with this deck. I feel like I know these people. I feel like I saw them. I love the Queen of Pentacles that reminds in the position of the Four of Pentacles, the traditional Four of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite-Smith. So it's kind of like protecting what you have, but it doesn't have it's not attached to fear. It's not attached to privating other people. It's just protecting what you have. It's not this person doesn't look stressed out or stressful or very what is the Four? Can I find it? Can I find it? The Four of Pentacles. It's very different. I feel like it's very different. Oh, the Six of Pentacles. It's donation. There's so many great cards. I love this Eight of Pentacles. It's so it's so new. Oh, this character I love, the King of Pentacles. Oh, I love them so much. And this Death card is the best. Like, I think it's my favorite Death card of all the Death cards. I just love this one so much. It's so beautiful. Can I have the Four of Pentacles? It looks like this. So it's kind of different. It's more rooted. So yeah, anyway, so there's a lot to see in this deck and a lot to love, and I feel like I really want to deep dive in this deck. I really want to work with it more and more and know it more and more, and I want to know every cards, every characters, every placement. There's so many to see. There's one last card I want to show. There's a lot. The Seven of Cups, great. Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the placement, the Nightmare. This is great. Even the Temperance I like, which it's not a card that I like, but even the Temperance, I'm kind of liking it here. The Tower, it's a burning house. The Ace of Pentacles is an onion. The Queen of Cups is a future teller. The Moon. And no, I haven't found it, so it must have been somewhere else. But anyway, I won't find it quickly, but it doesn't matter. Like all the characters are just so lovely. So lovely. I love this page of wands too. Like I want to talk to them. I want to talk to those characters. The Hierophant is lovely too. Okay, I don't find it. The Two of Swords I thought was a good one too. They're all so good, all good. Great cards, great illustrations, great way to... Oh, here you go. You know, it's pretty unique as a Two of Swords, but you still have the two swords, the eye is closed. So anyway, there's a lot to see, in this deck and a lot to love. So I'm very passionate about this one at the moment. And now, the Intuitive Whispers Oracle, the journey. So unraveling. Unfortunately, I have to be honest. Like I could sit here and tell you, yes, I have journaled my life away. Like I have journaled all day for hours. It's not true. Like I've said, I've been surprisingly very busy this week, so I didn't get the time to journal as much, but I did, like, you know, the card was there, so I saw it every day and I was trying to reflect on myself and do the work, but without having the time to actually sit down and journal. So unfortunately I couldn't. But did you? Okay, now the card of the week is card number 3, the Power of Silence. And in the book, here, in the book, again, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but there is a deep internal power that can only be accessed from that silence. This is your intuition. So the author asks us to basically meditate, or, you know, just... Instead of, again, like I said last week, we have the tendency to put pressure on ourselves when it comes to meditation. This week, I will do that too. Try to just sit. Don't force yourself to meditate. Don't try to control the thought, but just sit in silence. So no music, no distractions, just silence. And then yes, of course, try to be aware of your breath. You may try, you know, meditate if you can, if you want to, but just the first level of sitting in silence and taking time to be with yourself in silence, that's what yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do this week. Yeah. Okay, so let's take time in silence. I feel like, you know, I'm the first one at work. I work in a store, right? And whenever the person in charge of the person in front of the store is in charge of the music because they have access to it. And whenever this person forget, I'm the first one to be like, oh, we're going to put some music. Let's put some music on. Because I don't know, I don't like to work in silence. It feels so depressing. So I will try this week to you know, yes, tame the silence, make the silence my friend. And yes, we're gonna do this week, and I hope you do too. And I'll see you next week. Bye.